Alright everyone, welcome back for another day, auction day. Not sure how they're going to do this one. It's fun. Tell you what, when you do these auctions, you do see a lot of different layouts of people's houses. I would say it's kind of interesting. And what interests me at these auctions, they have like 3 or 4 bathrooms here. What interests me is that the last auction I was at, someone probably was living in this house. Let's see what kind of clothes we're working with. Seemed like the guy was into like aerospace stuff. And usually these auctioneers, they'll sell the contents of these closets. So they'll say choice in the closet, and then no one will ever buy anything, or maybe they'll buy like this, and they'll say, all right, the contents of the closet, and you just take whatever you want. As I always say in a lot of these auction videos, some auctioneers will make you take everything. Some will just say take what you want, leave what you don't. This old one, that thing is rattled. These are hats. This is the other closet. See hats up here. You guys know me, I'm a sucker for these things. MASH. What else are you rocking with? National Baseball Hall of Fame. That's an oldie. This is probably, I'd say, Olympics with like the McDonald's sign. No, it's not. Oh, that's a cool hat. I think this is a Mets one. Yep, that's an old Mets one. That's like 80s vibes. Let's see anything else. It'd be nice if like one of these bags. It's closed. It'd be nice if one of these bags were just nothing but hats, but it seems like those might be the only ones. Now, if this wasn't for sale, they would have tape on this and say not for sale, but it was open, so who knows. Is that a barometer? Thermometer. Close enough. Yeah. I did hear someone saying no. So there's a lot of box lot stuff. I mean, this is great flea market merchandise. Unfortunately, we have like 2 weeks left of flea market season. And by great flea market merchandise, I mean, you'll probably sell a third of all of this, but you'll probably only spend like $20 on all of this. But it's really a lot of just filler stuff. I'm not seeing anything too crazy in these boxes. Lots of knickknacks, kitchenware, cups, jellies, jellyfish. I feel like as a kid, jellyfish and sharks were going to be more part of my everyday life, and they're not at all.
A lot of beer.
Do you have to drink
Yeah, it gets warm quick. Yeah, what's your name on there? Sensor 4200. Read that?
Read that.
and a half, 5, I'm a bit, pound, bit, down, now, 7 and a half, 30, 30 men now, 30 men now, 2 and a half, 5, 31 men, 32 with the men, 5, 35 on bit, 7 and a half on men, 40, 40 men, 40 there now, 2 and a half, at 40 on men, 2 with the men, 2 and a half on men, 40 men, 2 and a half, you bought them, 40 months, my number is number 14, the number 14 is the buying number. You know what I want to do, Jane? I want to sell that deer. Alright? I want to sell the deer there. That's concrete. I saw 8 or 9 of them down by that farm that were coming up in the field. Huh? No, I didn't see one. Okay, no, I think you're stretching. I think ladies and gentlemen, it was a spike bug. That's what it was. Alright, we're going to go in the concrete there.
together. The other one's in the middle.
No, we're showing this one right here. The one that's laying down there. The one that's laying down. Oh, you mean $10 to go? Hey, $10 now, 10 there now. 10. Give me $5 on it. 5 on it, 7 and a half on half on with 15 on with 17 with the bed. 15 on there, 17 and a half. At 15 there now, 17 with the bed. 15 on there, 17 with the bed. You want $15.30.
All right, they're selling the Cadillac right now. It's up to $32.50. That blue one right here. Right now I'm walking this stuff back. It's kind of funny. So one thing with this auction I'll show you here. So I'll show you guys at a future time. Paid $1 for all this wonderful merchandise, but they take out everything and then they put it on a table if it does like box lots on the block, not box lots in a row. And they didn't take out the wonderful Nerf ball, which the last one I bought at the rummage sale did not have the plastic in it, but I think I got $75 or $80 for it. Don't know what this one's worth, didn't look it up, but whenever you find these old Nerf balls, always make sure it's still intact with this one, which this one is. There's a bunch of oddies in here, volleyball, but that's the money. If you find it with plastic, still wrapped, ooh. Those can bring some good money. The ones that are still in plastic. I don't know if they make them with, like, in a box. But I know they do make them still in the plastic. Or at least they used to make them still in plastic. Alright, so what the heck is all this? Get to go through all these nails and screws. This looks like the top to whatchamacallit, the coolant in your vehicle. That's what that looks like. Got some arrows. Can't beat it. And these train things over here. Alright, so kind of got to conclude here for today's episode. So kind of a smaller auction. There really wasn't a whole lot for me there. It wasn't an auction that has a lot of pickers' rights or you buy like remainder lots, which, you know, it is what it is with that. But yeah, this is kind of what I grabbed today. Like I said, not a whole lot. We do have one of these cats. Welcome, like a welcome cat. So good flea market item, maybe like $3 to $5 for something like this. Somebody who loves cats is really gonna like this. Got a little frog as well. I did pick up this train stuff, so this was kind of towards the end of the auction. There was a handful of actually decent train stuff. I don't really know much about this. This might be like one more closer to, I would say, one of those train sets you get for the holidays. So just a couple cars. I still, however, think it'll look great. This is made by Beam. It's not even one of those things. This is, you know what this is? Looks like a decanter. It's made by Beam Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. That's very interesting. Are these, is this a decanter? Where would be the top? I have no idea. I really don't. Unless you have to take off these logs, and then I see a label down there. Was the liquor stored in here? So what the heck is this? And how is that correlated? Is this just a random, like, does the guy just collect train stuff and just had this stuff? And then just ended up being in a lot together, which is a very good possibility. Because this one's like, feels like it's all plastic. They have very similar wheels. Central Railroad of New Jersey. Observation car. There's really not like a whole lot of detail on the inside of the car, but I think it's still pretty neat. I think somebody would still probably want this. If you're a big train person, I feel like a couple hobbies out there, a couple collections. People just collect like everything related to that. Trains would probably be one of those. I'm trying to think of another thing. Maybe lunchboxes. I feel like a lot of people collect lunchboxes, don't collect certain genres. I feel like they just collect lunchboxes and vintage lunchboxes, not just like westerns or space. You know, they collect everything. Star Wars, Star Trek, sport teams, cartoons, whatever it might be. Just, you know, you collect lunchboxes. Some glassware. I only spent $3 today, so it wasn't like a huge thing. The best thing definitely is that Nerf football, which I'm going to have to go through all these. Also, I was thinking about this. So I'll take away all like the brass and the copper fittings and all that kind of stuff that's in here. These are like peanut butter jars. You know how much peanut butter you'd have to eat to go through enough of these? That's a lot of peanut butter. You know? Oh, I think what says... It says Kraft on it. I think Kraft is probably mayonnaise. I think a lot of people think of Kraft as mac and cheese. I don't think mac and cheese came in those containers. They might have. But kind of cool. I'll put this inside. This will be going up on eBay, so also will not be eating this. Cool Nerf football. Cool Nerf football here. So, still in really good shape. Very good shape. There are a handful of other... So this actually has a name to it? I had this as a kid. And I don't think I ever really played with it. But I had it as a kid. I just remember it always being like in my toy box. But I don't remember my brother and I ever playing with it. So all you do is kind of just throw it up. It catches. Right in the sun. Still got it. So that just brought me back. I always remember these being like a tennis ball, but weighing a lot more than a tennis ball. And people said they like the sound of Velcro. I'm not going to disagree with you. But I disagree with you. I don't know. I feel like Velcro is like one of those annoying sounds. Which actually got me back to thinking about, remember when Doritos and all those Sun Chips, they came out with that really, really loud bag? I bet you those bags probably cost a lot of money on eBay. Those are like supposed to be biodegradable. They were so loud. Some of you guys probably remember it. It's like from like the late 2000s. It didn't last that long, but that's going to wrap it up here for today's episode. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. Always fun to do a little bit of treasure hunting. If you guys enjoyed the video, smack the like button, subscribe down below. Who knows what we'll get into next time. Might be some trash picking tomorrow. And until next time, have a great day. Keep living the dream. Peace.